Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 142nd episode of Tuesdays with Tobe. My name is Tobe Frierson, and as I say each week, I'm thrilled to come before you today with another message. Hey, if you didn't get a chance to check out last week's message, it was titled Show Up for Yourself. And you actually want to go back and start there because this is about to be part 2 to show up for yourself. But last week, really quickly for a recap, just in case you don't take me up on the offer to just go back 1 week, when I talked about showing up for yourself, I gave you 3 basic things to do. And I want you all, first of all, to, hey, in order to show up for ourselves, we've got to pay attention to our basic needs. What are the basic baseline necessities in life that all of us kind of have to have? And then the next thing I said was, as individuals, we actually have to learn how to spend quality time with ourselves. Like, Toby, what does that even mean? Like, I don't like being by myself. Well, a part of showing up for yourself is learning how to spend quality time with yourself and designating for you what that actually means. And then the last thing we talked about was, hey, we gotta start over and over and over again. It's like, what are you talking about? Why so many starts? We need so many starts because some of us are very quick to do something one time and then we're gonna deem ourselves not good at it. That's not for me, I'm not cut out for the team or whatever it is, fill in the blank. But fail forward. Fall forward. And that's what that point was all about. So again, that was showing up for yourself part 1. Today, we're gonna get into show up for yourself part 2. But before we do that, as we do each week, it is time to say our family rules. So hey, would you all repeat after me? During Tuesdays with Tobe, we will use kind words. Do your best. Always be honest. Forgive and forget. Be happy. Count your blessings. Laugh at yourself. Stay positive and love one another. All right, so let's get into part 2 of showing up for yourself. The first thing we need to do today is to commit to habits, practices, and routines that promote well-being. So that could be a number of things, and this is gonna be personality based, but what are your hobbies? What are some things that you know that you do over and over again that are actually good for you, that are either teaching you something, if it's in the physical realm, that are allowing you to blow off some steam or burn calories? But what are those things that come to mind when I say the word, let's commit to habits. Let's get into a routine that promotes well-being. That's number 1. Number 2, and this is my favorite. Y'all, we have to practice self-forgiveness, not forgiveness. We have to practice self-forgiveness and learning how to let go of our past and all these ways in which other people say we should be performing. Some of us have had perfectionism placed on us, and you should move this way or that way or do it like this or say it like that. And we have buried ourselves underneath the weight of all of that. It's time for us to learn how to forgive ourselves, to learn how to move on from all the noise, and certainly to rid ourselves of a past if some of our past is haunting us or perhaps providing trauma in the present because we haven't learned how to let it go. So that's going to be big for number 2 tonight. Learn how to forgive yourselves. And finally, number 3, remind yourself that you are as worthy of being shown up for as anyone else. I'm going to let that sit. I'm going to say that one more time. You are as worthy as being shown up for as anyone else. And we've got to just draw the line there, you all. This isn't some type of self-help message. This isn't a me, all kinds of what I've come to find out from my own woes of trying to learn how to keep myself in a steady space and to settle things down for me so I can focus a little bit. And certainly in my interactions and relationships with others is typically many of us, we know how to make the room hum, right? We know how to take care of everything around us. We can do all the things and we can be all things to all people. But when it's time for us to look in the mirror and to line up the things that we feel like we're doing well, or to put ourselves on a path, or to know how to back off for some things and to press forward in some other areas, those are the things in which I have noticed that many of us don't do well. That's what the last 2 weeks have been about. That's why I'm pressing real hard in this show up for yourself space. So to wrap this up tonight, to wrap up part 2 of showing up for ourselves, we're gonna commit to healthy habits and routines that promote well-being. What are the things that we can do over and over again that just get us in a good spot and keep us there? Number 2, we're gonna practice self-forgiveness. Forgiveness in general, that's a gimme. We actually say that in our use kind words, all that good stuff. We say that there, forgive and forget, right? But we're going to practice self-forgiveness, right? We're going to do that tonight. And then lastly, we're reminding ourselves that you are as worthy of being shown up for as anyone else. I really hope the last 2 episodes have spoken to your heart the way they've spoken to mine. I hope they have encouraged you like, wait a minute. Wait, I can do better about how I'm showing up for me. I can do way better in that area. And if you feel that right now, right, I need you to tell somebody about these 2 messages, and I need you to ask them to hold you accountable for doing a better job at taking care of yourself, for doing a better job at meeting your basic needs and all the things that we've talked about these last 2 episodes. Man, I appreciate you all so much. I enjoy coming and bringing these messages to you. I enjoy trying to challenge myself in a lot of the things that I say, right? I'm listening too. As I'm talking, I'm listening, and I appreciate you all spending this time with me every single week. Did you notice I was in the same spot? I don't even remember if I opened the message with that. I'm in the same spot. I told you all, this is just what time it is right now. Now, I do think for next week's episode, I'm probably gonna show you a little bit of stuff because I've got something big going on this weekend. But for now, I have enjoyed this couch time. I have enjoyed this setting, and I certainly have enjoyed bringing you these short talks. Will you do me a favor this week? Can you show up for yourself? Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Take care.